Hey, buddy.
Raw.
Hey, man, that's a sweet heavy metal happy hour t-shirt. Where'd you pick that up?
Thanks, dude. I got it at the Toxic Radio shop.
Toxic Radio has a shop?
Yeah, dude. It's in the app or online at toxicradio.net.
That is sweet.
Yeah, and I also got a rockin' Toxic Radio hoodie and a Red Band Underground shirt. Dude, I'm gonna look so rockin' at the party tomorrow.
Well, I think you look pretty now.
Oh, wait, what?
The Toxic Radio shop is a place to get all your Toxic Radio gear. Shirts, hoodies, stickers. Find it at toxicradio.net or on the app. Don't buy it safe. Buy it toxic. Hey, where you going, man?
In the beginning, there was radio.
The radio is one of the outstanding developments of the 20th century.
A radio transmitter was used for large-scale public entertainment.
Then came computers.
You gotta keep up with the times, you know.
Imprints of man's never-ending path of progress.
Back in my day, we didn't have no fancy computer boxes to use.
Shall we play a game?
The internet tied it all together.
The internet gave us a whole world of exciting new possibilities.
A bright new era dawning. A new dimension in communications.
It is possible to establish communication instantaneously from any place at any time.
And now it's the 21st century, and we've made it all toxic.
Hold on to your hats.
Okay, we're ready to roll.
This is Toxic Radio. Don't play it safe. Play it toxic.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Taking It Deep with the Godfrey. It is that time again, your favorite time of the week to take it deep here on toxicradio.net. And we are officially in winter, I think. Yes, right? And yeah, Pandemic 2.0, we are definitely in as well. So,
Pandemic 2.0, does that mean we leveled up?
No, that means it's a continuation of a shitty story.
I thought that like maybe we leveled up, it was a new day, and everything's going to be awesome. I thought you were giving us hope, god damn it.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like...
It's kind of like what? It's kind of like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like the Lord of the Rings ending in the third movie where you felt like, is this fucking thing ever going to end?
No, that's 100%
I mean,
what it's like.
Did anybody feel like that on the Lord of the Rings ending, by the way?
This is 100%. It's the wheels on the bus go round and round. It's just never ending. It's not going to stop. It's Groundhog's Day every single fucking day.
Yeah, except you're not Bill Murray.
Yeah, and it's not a classic, awesome movie that we all enjoy. Because every person watching this, listening, knows damn well when that show comes on, when that movie comes on, you're watching it. Don't act like you're not.
Yeah, that's true. Or A Christmas Story that's on 24
Christmas Story, nobody's watching that.
Oh, on Christmas? They are.
No. Christmas Story or Christmas. On Christmas, there's a few movies that are mandatory. Nightmare Before Christmas. What's the one with Vince Vaughn in it where he's like Santa Claus's brother? Fred Claus. Fred Claus is definitely one that you have to watch. Oh my God.
Fred Claus? Who the fuck's in Fred Claus?
Fred Claus is
Fred?
Vince Vaughn and what the hell is his name? Giamatti. Paul Giamatti.
If we're going to go Christmas movies, for me, the all-time Christmas movie, even though it's not really about Christmas, but it is Home Alone 1.
Home Alone's it's definitely a classic. It's one that you gotta, if you turn it on, it has to stay on. But I'm talking about like ones if you saw it like on Netflix or if you saw it on like Amazon Prime or something. Like you gotta put it on. You gotta put it on. It's gonna be playing.
I was insulted that my niece and nephew did not know about Home Alone 1. Now they're younger than me, obviously.
They didn't know about it? How do you
like,
not
what's that?
know
I was
about
like,
it?
what? Huh? They were like, what about Hunger Games? I'm like, fuck Hunger Games. That's literally what I said to them.
Now, okay, so
I'm hungry.
I know I kind of brought this out of the. Oh yeah, okay. Here's a couple. Yes, I totally agree with these. So we got the Santa Claus, absolutely. What the hell is his name from Home Improvement?
Tim Taylor.
Yeah, Tim Taylor. Elf is absolutely 100% one that you got to turn on, whether it's on or not. And
is that one of the few movies where Will Ferrell was able to carry his own weight?
Yes, that was one of the few movies.
Because usually he can't.
Where he was able to carry his own weight.
He needs
yes,
a strong
absolutely.
supporting cast.
Yes, so very good. But I was going to say, so...
What about the Nutcracker?
No.
It's a classic.
No. Absolutely not. No. No. Stop it. A Nightmare Before Christmas is seriously. That's one that you can watch multiple times, going from Halloween all the way into Christmas. It's a movie for the family that everybody enjoys.
Right.
And Santa Claus was one where I can watch Santa Claus 1, Santa Claus 2, Santa Claus 3. It just keeps going. Just keeps
Santa
going.
Claus movies?
Yeah. The Santa Claus, absolutely.
Unnecessary sequels.
Scrooged. Now, if it's the Scrooged, the Disney one, absolutely.
Nice. So we got a lot. We're getting into the holiday season for you guys today. 856-485-9565. Uncle Pat will be calling in later.
I got one question, though. Since this came out of nowhere, this discussion of Christmas movies, and we haven't even gotten to Thanksgiving yet.
You wanted to say Hanukkah.
I almost did. Hanukkah. So they always talk about the movie just left my brain. Die Hard.
Okay.
Christmas movie or not a Christmas movie?
Not a Christmas movie.
Not a Christmas movie. Because a lot of people like to look at that as a Christmas movie.
If I took a piss in a urinal next to a Wu-Tang Clan member, am I part of the clan?
Very okay. Grinch. Now the Grinch with I'm forgetting everybody's name today.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. With Jim Carrey, absolutely. Any of the cartoon ones? No. Not at all.
Okay. Was it Bill Murray? Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? But it is the holiday season, and we'll try to give you some cheer. 856-485-9565 if you want to call in and give your opinion. We have special guest, Latin Lover, and he's also bringing in the wrestlers from, or a couple wrestlers from SFW or SWF.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get that right.
Yeah.
We will get that right. We'll talk about football later on in the back end of the show, as you become accustomed to. Stick around and you'll learn something. And we're going to talk about our Cuck of the Week or Mush of the Week. We got a few honorable mentions, and that's that. So
the chat room is exploding, by the way, with Christmas movies.
It is.
They are just all over this topic. People, I'll tell you what, you know why it's exploding with it? Because with all this COVID shit and everything, Christmas movies and the Christmas season and just being home with a Christmas tree up, it just gives you that good feeling, even with everything that's going on. So you got to take the good with the bad. We were just saying that, and Christmas movies do that. There's one thing, before we get away from this topic, there's one thing. Oh, Scrooged with Bill Murray. No, I'll take. I don't know. I don't really watch it. But there is one thing about Christmas that pisses me off to no end, and everybody brings it up every friggin' year. Do you know what that is, Godfrey?
No. What is that?
The Mariah Carey song.
She was hot. She's hot.
She was hot, or she is hot?
Let's say she still is.
Do you think she still is? Do you think she still got it?
Sure, why not? She's fuckable.
She's fuckable. Now, is that a compliment, ladies that are checking this out? Ladies, is being called fuckable a good term? Is that something that you enjoy? Is that something that is appealing to you? I don't think that is.
I mean, she was hanging out with Nick Cannon for a while, right? I mean, like, she likes the younger. She's 50.
Does that mean that Laura is the honorable mention?
She is. I mean, yeah. Laura's the honor. That's funny. Yes.
I'm not sure if she'll put up with that.
Mike's gonna have to deal with that aftermath. She's hot, yeah. I mean, she looks great.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, let's say you didn't know who she was. You walked in the
Mariah
bar.
Carey?
I
I don't know.
Some people don't. I mean, let's
if I
pretend.
saw her like in a mall or in a store, like at the Quick Stop, I don't know if I'd give her a second look. Now you gotta remember, this is outside of the public's eye. This is just her every day on the street. If you've ever seen pictures of her every day on the street, I don't know. Not my type. Not my type. Is that wrong? Possibly. Am I ashamed of it? Not at all.
So, we have special guest Hazel Roche, the Latin lovers, in here.
Oh shit! Let's see if we got his microphone on. He's got to put his headphones on too. He's been on radio before. He knows the deal.
Put the cans on, brah.
There you go.
You hear me now? Oh, let's get your microphone on. We've been having a little bit of issues. We might have to rotate people. If you look downstairs, we've got new hardware, which is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to love that.
Let's see. Jamie, did you put on his microphone?
I did. Let's see something. Here, come on.
Talk, Hazel.
You hear me now?
There we go. We hear you. We hear you.
Good.
And we have SWF. Am I saying SWF in the house? That would be it. Talking to that mic.
That would be me.
Okay.
And we have the first baby in the studio.
You never know what can happen at Toxic.
You never know. It's crazy. We are auctioning this baby off. Who want? No, I'm kidding.
Mike,
it's for the holidays.
Mike, stop trying to give the baby shots.
All right, we have Fireball. It's okay. It tastes like cinnamon.
I love Fireball. I'm not a drinker.
You know, I feel like Fireball was invented to trick women into drinking whiskey. Just saying. Hey, put some cinnamon on it, and now it tastes good.
I hate Fireball.
Me too.
You hate Fireball?
I hate Fireball.
How does anybody hate such delicious?
They hate Fireball?
It's just dramatic, the afterwards. Like, no, not good.
Too much Fireball is not good. Okay. Didn't they start making Fireball in like a box or a pouch or something? I saw
They have it in a box. You can buy it in a giant pouch. You can buy it in a bucket. You can buy Fireball however you damn well please.
Nothing says classy like alcohol and cardboard.
100%. I've shown up to parties with a bucket full of Fireball. It's been a hit.
Well, describe a hit. Like everybody was naked in the morning after you were done, or
yes, that was the hit, and that's how it goes. Look at these two. Can they hear it? Can they hear stuff?
I can hear the earphone, but the earphone's not working.
The earphones are not working. Yeah. I will be right over there to see if I can troubleshoot your earphones.
We could troubleshoot.
We could troubleshoot.
Why not?
Mike likes to troubleshoot on the fly.
Fries are up. Yeah. So Hazel, we got a lot going on. Unfortunately, the show was canceled, but we're all dealing with that, as we were all going to be part of that. I see you got a little cheesesteak place going on there, huh?
Yeah, the Champ Steak.
So it's this. So it's your cheesesteak place, or you're part of it, and the Champ Steak. What's on the Champ Steak? Is it?
Okay,
is that the name of the place, or is that the actual sandwich?
That's the name of the place. We call it Champ Steak. It's a business that I've been wanted to open for a minute, and now with Hector Castro, which is a man that's been working in cheesesteak for the past 28 years in places like Past Steak, Tony Lou's, and all them big places. And we decided to come forward and open what is called the Champ Steak in honor of me and his son, Josh Colon.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. So I think we need. So are you gonna have your own sandwich on the menu?
Yes, the Latin Lover.
All right. So what's on the Latin Lover?
Oh my God, you gotta try it. Just fall
I'm gonna
in love
feel
with
really
the
messed
sandwich.
up if there's a lot of mayonnaise on it.
just fall in love with the sandwich, not with the Latin Lover. Okay, the Latin Lover is it's like a chicken cheesesteak, right?
Okay.
Chicken breast, pure white meat.
No dark meat.
No dark meat. I'm sorry, white meat. What's the green thing? Spinach. That's how I keep it like Popeye,
right,
big. Spinach and cheese and a little bit of garlic. It's just a mix that when you try, you gotta come for another one.
Gotcha. Okay, so the
I
other
want my
question.
own SWF sandwich.
You do? What's on that?
I don't know. I want my own.
I want
to talk to Mr. Cologne.
I want to make there needs to be a the Godfrey sandwich made. I'll send you the ingredients later on.
Actually, we're waiting on that. I spoke to him. We're just waiting for you to make the.
There's definitely gonna be whiz on it. I know this is
Whiz.
controversial, but I feel like whiz is the best on a cheesesteak. Everybody's like, no, American cheese.
American.
I'm just not. I
like whiz.
I like whiz.
I prefer provolone.
I like whiz because the whiz gets in the meat.
The Latin lover got the provolone.
Yes.
The whiz gets into the meat.
That's my sandwich right there, provolone.
Provolone, the Latin lovers with provolone.
So what else is on the Latin lover besides provolone? Is there a special sauce? No pun intended.
You know, Hector know more than this than me.
Okay.
I'm just like part owner. You know, I'm owner of the.
Where's this place at?
Well, it's gonna be a food truck. Right now.
Okay. So it's mobile.
Yeah, it's mobile. It's gonna be mobile. It's gonna be used. The CEO owner is gonna be at the SWF.
Yeah, man. Bring it to the next boxing match too. You know.
Wrestling, boxing. Well, I don't want people to be mad when they taste that cheesesteak. Oh my God, people just. It's like being in South Philly. Okay, it's based on North Philly, but it's like South Philly steak. You know, is different than North Philly.
My favorite steak, Philadelphia steak, is Steve Prince of Steaks because I like. I don't like chopping the meat up. I like the medallion cut.
We're doing both.
Okay.
We're doing both. We're doing.
So you have options there. I like that.
We got options. Yeah, we got options.
Because Steve's is from the Northeast, the original one, and I just I feel like you get the same amount of meat, but you chop it up, and when you chop it up, like it looks like more meat, but if you don't chop it up, it's the same amount, and the sandwich isn't like bursting on you. You know
I agree with you.
That's why I like the whiz because, like. You need to put a lot of cheese on it, like American or provolone, to get it in the meat, so to speak. It's just, it's on the roll.
But the whiz take the flavor.
I mean, I love that. I love that artificial crap.
So I love cheese whiz on my cheesesteak.
Yeah, like I'm a cheese whiz guy on fries too. Like I don't know, people melt the. I just feel like it's a big.
No, mozzarella.
It's a big clump of like cheese.
What about sweet potato?
Sweet potato fries?
Yeah,
I'm a fan of them, but I never put cheese on sweet potato fries. Not saying it can be good.
We put caramel and powder.
Caramel and powder. Yeah. Okay, so you're going with sweetness.
I think I posted a picture, but when you try, it's just like heaven on earth.
I'll try it.
It's just like being the Latin lover for one night.
Okay. So
one night I think is good enough for me.
You heard it here first. Did you get sweet potatoes in your mouth and cinnamon and sugar? You're the Latin lover.
You're gonna know why it feels like.
Nice. Yeah, so that's cool. All right, so next opponent is up in the air, right?
Yes, it was Mr. Nick Dino. Let me say it, Dick Dinonato. Dinonato.
Is it supposed to be Big Dick Donato?
Yeah, remember last time I called him Nick Dick Donato. Dick Donato, he just started. So now, I agree. I think everything happened for a reason because I don't think none of us was ready to do this fight.
Here we go. We got a signature sandwich contribution. Ready? The Big Owl. Mozzarella sticks, chicken fingers, Thousand Island dressing, honey mustard, fried peppers, and onion straws on toasted garlic bread. Could be good.
It might. You never know. You be wonder like, you see how you like cheese? That's a sauce. That's not even
What's
cheese.
A dirty and smooth steak?
Oh, that's dirty. Do you remember my sponsor?
No. What's
my sponsor? The one that came over here, dirty and smooth.
Okay.
Christian, that's his steak.
Okay.
So he can tell you what is on his steak.
There's a dirty and smooth steak. All right, so we're going to have a pretty expansive menu here.
Going back to what Hazel was saying about the fighters weren't ready, I'm kind of interested as to what they weren't ready and how they're going to be more prepared when the event goes back off.
Okay, on my behalf, it was Nick Donato is like, I got to say, me and him is like right on the same level, which this got to be like the biggest fight celebrity boxing ever was going to have. So having it now in the pandemic, not having the people we want to have over there, it was going to be like a loss of event talent. You understand? One of us want to come out with a L that night. You know what I mean? It was like something that I don't think none of us was ready.
Okay, so you think a little bit more time, a little bit more. Let the COVID kind of go away. Everybody can get more in shape, have more time to get ready, and you're going to come out really throwing fists.
Yes, let us develop. Nick just got his belt. I got my belt. This is like my 5th defense, and Nick just got it. So I got a little bit more experience than Nick, so that's why I believe I got the edge. So I don't think it's fair for him to go in the ring right now with me. Because
wow, taking shots.
It's something where I think I guess by summer I think it will be a fight that it will be like a war. I mean, we agreed that we're going over there to show who's the best in celebrity boxing.
Okay.
I mean, the guy got a great talent. I mean, he's dedicated just like me. He got me by being white, so he got the edge. He's a great guy, and it was gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be whenever it is, if it's in 6 months from now, or whenever, it's gonna be a great fight.
So, tell us about So you special guest referee for. I keep messing with SWF, right?
SWF.
Now, SWF is located out of what area? North Jersey, you were saying?
Well, New Jersey.
What part of New
It's
Jersey?
really big in like Ocean County area.
Okay, like Tom's River, stuff like that.
Yeah, we do run shows up in North Jersey, like Booton.
That's not technically North Jersey. I guess it technically is, right? I always go by, like, if you can see the Mets or Phillies or Yankees on TV or Giants, Eagles, then it's like right in the middle line. That's the waistband of New Jersey. I grew up in Burlington County, which is
Central Jersey.
Central Jersey. I always felt like Tom's River is like right above Central, but yeah, I guess it's North Jersey, right?
So you said it was SWF?
Yeah.
What does that stand for?
It stood for Superstars of Wrestling.
Okay.
But the name SWF kind of just like took off the letters.
Okay.
And nobody even knows what they mean these days.
Rolls off the tongue. Why not?
You know, in wrestling, you know what? It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be cool.
Why not? I mean, so he was telling me you've had some big names in there. Like Snitsky is he the champ or was the champ or?
Well, no, Snitsky is on our roster.
Okay.
He was at our last 2 shows.
Okay.
At the last show, we had the Sandman, Tommy Dreamer.
Okay.
Doink.
You wrestled? Did you wrestle Tommy Dreamer?
No, I'm not a wrestler. I'm a boxer.
And a ref.
Not a ref. I'm exclusive ref for SWF.
He only wrestles in the bed with the ladies.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man, that's the only way to do it.
Or the bald-headed champion, right?
Michael agreed with me in that one.
I mean, if I put on a wig, maybe I could wrestle with Hazel.
Oh, man.
I don't think the girls will allow nobody with a hanger passing the door.
Laura might have something to say about that. Menage a trois. No. Okay.
So Hazel's been doing refereeing. How have you enjoyed that in terms of wrestling, which is it's very different than boxing, but being the referee where you actually get to be in there during the whole match and right up in your face.
Oh my God, let me tell you something. SWF has treated me just like I was one of them. Like when they call me and say, Hazel, can you do a wrestling? And this is the thing. It wasn't a regular match. It's a tornado match, meaning all the 6 wrestlers are fighting at the same time.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
6 men is a lot to keep under control.
6 men. So I'm like, you think I can do it? Melanie say, Hazel, go on. Hazel and Rob Fury. Big shout out to Rob Fury.
How is trying to run a wrestling show in the era of the pandemic? I mean, I kind of am familiar with just dealing with celebrity boxing on the side, but is
not easy.
Not easy. So are you guys looking at like, hey, let's do a virtual show, let's try to get a pay-per-view going, something like that? Is it outside show? I guess in the wintertime that's definitely more difficult, right?
So right out of the gate, a lot of people were doing like drive-in shows.
Okay.
But to have a drive-in show with 20 cars, like, then your talent can't get paid properly.
Right.
And it's not fair to them. And, you know, you don't want to do this just to throw away money.
Gotcha.
So we waited and decided to do it when the caps came up a little bit. And we had an outdoor show.
Okay.
And
you ever think, like you saw how the WWE was doing a virtual, like people on the screen and all that? Now, obviously, small time isn't going to be able to do that, right? I mean,
Thunderdome.
Thunderdome, right? But
let's not talk about the Thunderdome. I had this great idea. We were going to do this giant cage type thing that I wanted to call the Thunderdome. And thanks to COVID, that didn't happen.
I have a great idea. We could probably do with SWF. How about this? I call it Midget Avatar Wrestling. And what that is I get a midget that looks like me, and he has to dress up like me, and he wrestles another midget that looks like my opponent. And they're a midget avatar. Or short people avatar for politically correct, or small people.
Small people aren't cheap.
I know. Well, that's true.
They're very expensive.
I've heard that, but they're very entertaining, and they're gonna bring. Nothing brings a crowd like midget wrestling. I swear to. The last one I was at.
Females.
I forget the one I saw. It was in what's that place over there in South Philly by the strip clubs?
2300 Arena.
Yeah. I was there, and it was Minnie McGregor versus Minnie Floyd Mayweather, and it was awesome.
Oh, talking about that, tomorrow we're officially gonna open the food truck, and we're gonna have professional boxer Flea Roy in the house.
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
that's pretty cool. Wait, what is that? What are you opening?
The food truck.
What's the food truck?
The cheesesteak,
Oh, the cheesesteak you were talking about earlier. Okay.
Yeah, so Leroy, he's a professional boxer out of Atlantic City, good friend of mine. So he said tomorrow we're going to be over there supporting. So, I appreciate Leroy's and Harry Smith. They reached out to me and said, hey, so we over there for you.
So where's it going to be at, the food truck? Is it going to be like the Amazon truck that kind of...
Yeah, we have a secret location.
Okay, so you're going to release it online. All right, I understand. You're going to let people know.
But it's going to be Leroy.
Can't be too secret because people got to come buy cheesesteaks, you know?
Well, listen, it's going to be more like a pickup.
Okay.
Because it's a food truck.
So instead of the ice cream truck, you get like a song going and it's the cheesesteak truck. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it must be good when we have professional boxers.
Here with the cheesesteak.
We're going to have Harry Smith, which is, what you call that, PR?
Public relations.
Yeah, he's a real good friend of mine. They reached out to me today and say, Hazel, we're going to be over there. We're going to do a little promo. Big shout out to Jamie Clump. I don't know if you see the promo Jamie Clump did today for me.
I did not get a chance.
He did a beautiful promo talking about me when I was going to die, this and everything. Jamie Clump, great guy. Cool.
Yeah, man. They so it's presenting new opportunities. All you can do is adjust with what this COVID world is bringing. We really don't have ultimate control over everything that's going to happen. You'd like to think we do, but we don't. But so we don't know when the next show is going to be for SWF or
actually
we do.
Actually,
oh, we do. Okay.
We are working on something for January 23rd.
Okay.
We have to move indoors because it's a little too cold outside.
Okay.
Where everything is COVID pending, obviously. So for right now, we haven't released too much information about it. But we've been working hard for the last 3 weeks, putting all that together.
So you get matches together. Are you special guest referee in this one?
You never know what surprises I got in store.
What they're doing. SWF always got something for the Latin lovers.
Hazel didn't know he was ref until like a week before the show last time.
Listen, you're gonna be
so man. We're gonna get into some honorable mentions, and we'll make you guys part of the show. So you guys can give me this. So I was thinking the other day as reading some stuff. I'm like, what are some ugly female names that you just can't be get hot about? You know what I mean? And I was thinking one was tell me, throw any in here you guys might have.
Shaniqua.
Okay, Shaniqua. I was gonna go with Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Yeah, no one says that. Man, I really can't wait to wax Beatrice off.
War Marie.
What? Juan Marie?
Yeah, you like that name?
Marie? I mean, Marie's not that
Wall
bad.
Marie.
Wow, that's pretty bad. How about Bernice? No, I'm just joking. Set me up. Yes. So wait, what is it? What's the first part? Juan Marie?
It's Wal Marie. W-A-L Marie.
Okay, what's W-A? It's just Walt. What is it?
My father's name is Walter and my mom's name is Maria. So
last names don't count. Last names don't count. As because that could be whatever. You know what I mean? If we did last names, it'd be we'd be here all night. There's some weird.
Her father's name was Walter.
Okay.
So they put Walt. And
no, Marie is not an ugly name. I think Marie is a pretty name.
What about Walt Marie?
Well, that's. I mean, it's different.
Hey, Mike, what you think about that?
What about Flo or Florence? What about Florence?
Those are like
Wilhelmina's bad too. Hey, call me William for short. All right. How about Florence? Like Flo makes you think of a lunch lady, right?
Florence.
Flo. Hi, I'm Flo. I'm the lunch lady. You want some mashed potatoes? How about Francis? That could be a bad guy name too. You could be a Frank and a Francis.
Francis, yeah, like Steve Francis.
Yeah. There's ton of ugly female names. We can pick at that throughout the show, but I mean, unless you guys have any, you said this guy said Marie's a bad name. I don't know.
Marie. I say Wal Marie.
Yeah.
But it's one name.
Yeah,
Wal
but
Marie's one name. He's trying to.
But that's original. That's
name,
there's not. You don't meet many Wal Maries though. You're the first one I met, and probably the last one I'll meet because
unique.
Spanish names don't count like that because you're putting the first name and the last name. I've met some Spanish people where it's I'm John Rodriguez, I'm John, and I'm like, what? There's 5-6 names in there. I'm like, in my day job, I'm fill out the credit app. I'm like, wait a second, hold on, I don't know what the name is. Help me.
Yeah, we got five.
This is on the app. This is the license.
I think Matilda is I don't like that name.
No, Matilda sounds like an English name.
It's like a girl's book or something.
The movie Matilda?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so those are some, I don't know, man. Those are names you're not like, oh, I can't wait to go over to Matilda's house. But I guess, how about Karen? Is that a bad name?
Oh, my God, that's my
right now
name.
It is.
Karen is not.
It's not. Well, that's my mom's name, so sorry.
Yeah,
Mom.
see.
Sorry, Mom. Name sucks. Sorry.
There you go. How about this? I had two friends in high school, both sisters. They were twins.
Uh-huh.
Charity and Chastity.
Oh
wow.
That sounds like.
I knew a guy. How about when you have names and your last name and your first name are the same? I knew a guy named Dave Davis.
Oh God.
Why the fuck would their parents do that to them?
What about this
I say
one?
all the time, don't parents think about their kids getting made fun of in school?
I think you will love this name. Nemo.
Nemo.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
Is that like Nemo?
Nemo.
The fish?
Nemo, that's my mechanic name. Nemo.
Okay. Nice. All right. So so I'll ask the wrestler over here, what is a wrestler you never saw in person you wish you saw?
Wrestler I never saw.
You never saw them wrestle in person that you wish you had a chance to see them wrestle.
There's not many people I haven't seen wrestle in person though.
There's got to be one.
It
could be, just try to stay like the 70s and above. You know what I mean? Don't name like,
I go to a lot of wrestling shows.
I mean, for me, it would have been like somebody like Andre the Giant. Like, you're
But
going.
I've seen him wrestle in person. I've been going to wrestling shows since I was 3.
Okay.
Eddie Guerrero.
I've seen him. Man, I don't think I've actually seen Hogan in person.
No.
And
I saw Hogan at WrestleMania 18.
was that The Rock?
Yeah.
That was a legendary one.
Oh my God, that was a great
Who
match.
won?
The crowd took that match over. That's
Who won?
amazing.
Rock?
The Rock one? Okay.
Yeah. So the crowd, that was the only time I've ever seen a crowd make a heel turn babyface because of the reaction.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
The crowd was going crazy.
Now, you know who I want to see? My longtime hero, my wrestler of all? The Nature Boy.
Ric Flair?
I mean,
seen him.
he's flow.
I saw him at
Man.
Atlantic City Convention
Oh,
Center.
man, Ric Flair. I mean, who can love Ric
I'll
Flair?
have to work on that for you.
Yeah, I will appreciate it, man. I will be taking some.
I mean, I don't think he's wrestling again, though. He's
He
definitely.
doesn't really wrestle anymore.
No.
He does go make appearances and
come on, just like
he's
Donkey.
very pricey.
Donkey's
but-
a really good guy. Donkey's a great guy.
I would have liked to see like Mr. Perfect in his heyday versus like.
And he died? And he
Yeah, he
dead?
did. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr.
Versus Rick Rude in their heyday.
Right. Oh yeah.
So, all right. Cool. I was wondering, so you don't have any. So did you see
I can
Bruno
tell you-
Sammartino?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I mean.
I've been going since I was 3.
Wow.
You never believe who my favorite wrestler of all
Who's
time
that?
is. Most people are very shocked by it.
Who's that?
The Hurricane.
The Hurricane.
Who's the Hurricane?
Oh my God. You're off the roster.
Didn't he? Didn't the Hurricane come up through ECWA?
Yes. He was in WWE for many years after that.
I know you're talking about my cousin used
He's
to
a
wrestle
green
years ago.
superhero.
Yeah. He
Everybody
came up
knows
through
me.
ECW.
Oh yeah, but he wasn't no good. I know
Oh
the
my
Hurricane,
God.
the one with the black green mask.
Yeah, you're
like
off the
this
roster.
color.
You're off the
Yeah.
roster.
That's funny.
That's like saying Xbox.
All right, Xbox. Well, speaking of Xbox, X-Pac. But speaking of Xbox, so that's one of our honorable mentions. It's the hot deal right now, right? Everybody wants an Xbox. Your kid wants an Xbox. I want an Xbox. I'll push your kid out of the way and slap a baby to get one. But we're back in stock today, and I tried to buy one on Walmart, and it sold out in about like 0.25 seconds. But the reason why I bring that up is, just to give the listeners out there some information. If you want to buy one, apparently Forbes says they're going to be dropping some PS5s and Xbox. Xbox is a superior system, in my opinion, but whatever.
I'm an Xbox guy.
Yeah, me too. Very good. That's a point for you. So, that being said, with Xbox, apparently a lot of retailers are dropping it on Black Friday, they say, online. Walmart, Best Buy, people like that. It's on Forbes, and might be something you guys want to look into. But today, I tried to buy one on Walmart, and it was sold out in like 0.5 seconds. But brings up the question of, how do you guys feel about scalpers that have bots that are using to buy up all these that are creating a shortage in inventory and trying to charge $1,000, double or more, for the Xbox? I won't pay it. They can kiss my ass. But some people will. What do you guys feel? Would you?
I won't pay it.
Right. You're not a gamer. You have kids? No.
I have boys. They have PlayStation and they
5?
have Xbox and no.
Would you play it?
No.
What about you, Mike?
No, it's a crazy question.
Yeah, so the Xbox people are a candidate for Cuck of the Week because they're sitting there jerking off, hitting the refresh button, being cucks in the corner, waiting for the Xboxes to land. So I don't know, man. I just feel it's kind of dirty using the bots. I know people that have done it. I said, more power to you. You want to make your money, and take advantage of commerce, be my guest. But I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not paying double for it. Because in all reality, if you wanted one, there's no exclusives coming out. You could wait till stock comes in 2021, in my opinion. What do you think, Mike? I know you're a gamer, big-time gamer.
I mean, I don't even care about the consoles and all this kind of stuff because, I mean, you know the deal. I'm a PC gamer. So it's funny to watch all these people kind of lose their shit.
He's a PC gamer.
Well, it's funny to watch all these people lose their shit over PlayStation and over Xbox and watch people hike up the prices. But with the way the video games are nowadays, I mean, most console games you can play on PC, and you're going to get all those friggin' graphics, and it's only going to be a couple of extra $100 compared to what you're paying on these consoles. I mean, to me, that's basically it. I mean, and with the invent of cloud gaming, I mean, you know me, I can go on and on and on about video games. So, yes, I am a video game snob because I'm better than you. I'm stronger than you.
Oh, okay.
I've got a PC that'll blow you out the water. So as you go there and play with your new PS5 and your Xbox, and you think you're all cool because you got great graphics and it's HD and it's all these awesome 4K and HDR and all. Guess what?
I'm better.
I've already got that. I've already got that.
Yeah. PS5s were losing.
So why are you trying to say that computer is more advanced than consoles?
Well,
they probably are.
Absolutely. Computers are way more advanced because computers,
cares.
unlike console, is with computers you can go in there and customize all of your parts. Whereas with a console, they're picking and choosing the parts that you get, and basically what you get is what they put in there. For me, if I want to have more memory, if I want to have bigger hard drive, if I want to have a faster hard drive, if I want to have the graphics card could be ginormous, and I'm going to get way better refresh rate, way better graphics. Everything is going to be better than that console. The good thing about a console is it's set it and forget it. You buy it, you don't have to know anything about it. You just know it's going to work. You know the games are going to work, and you've got a controller. That's the benefit of it.
Well, with that being said,
you're the one who asked me.
I'll never do that again. No, I'm just talking. But with that being said, that, they're a Cuck of the Week candidate, and then this guy we're going to bring up, if you want to bring up the video for him, and I'll describe it. Did anybody...
I got to get it.
That's all right, I'll describe it before you get it. Has anybody ever seen the clip of the rat on the subway in New York that takes the pizza down the stairs?
Oh, yeah, guy dressed like a rat.
So this guy dressed it, right, exactly. So they asked him, why did he do it? And we're going to put the video up here. You'll have to see right here. But
wait a second. Let me get it back to there. You go.
There you go. So this guy dressed up as a rat and had a piece of pizza, and he's bringing it up the stairs, as you guys can see. And I'm like, why? What inspired? Look at the tail. Look at the detail in this guy's costume.
Why? Because he went viral.
He did.
Because
for the gram, he's a cuck. He's a cuck.
On your show right now, he is being called out. He's probably being called out on so many others. Now the thing is, he's got to tag it, watermark it with whoever the hell he is. But that's why.
Yeah, well, so they talked to this guy, and he said, basically the ridership on New York City subway plummeted at the outset of the pandemic. More and more people are finally starting to head back underground. Not anymore, but as they return, so to have strange characters who like to do their thing down there, guys like this, people are walking ducks on leashes, twirling around in tutus, and perhaps most notably, scampering through subways in elaborate costumes again. Footage of this is what we just showed you, so it's pretty fucking weird. So his name, turns out, it's Jonathan Lyons, and he's an actor, performance artist who's lived in New York City in 2005. So Vice spoke to him about where he came up with the idea to romp around the subway in a giant rat costume and what kind of reactions he tends to get from people he scurries up to. And the end of the day, he's trying to do is make people happy for a moment and do it for the gram. So he's a Cuck of the Week candidate because anything for the gram, right?
Hey, listen.
I applaud him, though. Look at that costume.
That pizza looks real.
Matt, I got a question.
Sure.
You think if I come out like in a booty short and something like that, we'll get a lot of followers? Like do a video like that?
I don't recommend it. But I mean,
Mike, what you think about that?
What was it? I'm sorry.
Okay, I say you think I'm trying to get more followers. You think if I come out in like booty shorts?
I mean, it could.
Dude, yes,
you
absolutely.
Need a booty. You need a booty for booty shorts.
You need a booty? She says you have no ass at all.
I'll go get you some. You can wear my underwear.
Your underwear?
You want to wear my underwear?
They got a hole. Something. No, listen. But this is the thing. This is what you don't understand. This is why I get so many followers, right?
Why?
Because everybody's used to see booty short with girl with a big booty. So you don't want to see another booty.
Well, it would be like if I viewed it like, oh, you fucking got me. And then I'm like,
I mean, wait, Hazel, are you saying that you got that booty?
No, I don't. I don't.
Are
That's
you
why.
saying that you
That's
got
what Bella said. Bella said
I'm
I
thinking
don't.
that you do.
Bella, what did you say?
He needs booty for
He
booty shots.
needs the booty. He doesn't have it. Are you saying that you're kind of like just cut off at the ass, like flat ass?
I don't
Is that
know.
what you are?
That's what she said.
by the way, we didn't ask this nice lady what her name was over here. We're saying just SWF, like that's her name.
Oh, my name's Melanie.
Melanie from SWF. Okay, and you
She's
are
part of the CEO.
you run SWF. You are the CEO of SWF.
Yeah, me and Rob Fury.
Okay.
Matt
Funny,
is a professional interviewer.
Yes. Horrendous. So my cousin used to wrestle under the name Fury in ECWA years ago. He only did it for like 6 months, long time ago, 10 years ago plus probably. But I got to go to WrestleMania for free, and that was the WrestleMania, I believe, where Chris Benoit won the championship in Philadelphia. That was in Philly, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So
the
Melanie,
now notorious Chris Benoit.
I'm sorry, but the first time the first time I came over here and I met Mike, the first thing he showed me was a shirt that he had hit when he was. You was a wrestler, right, Mike?
What? I mean, I did wrestle for a short period of time. Yes,
She
I
got a
wrestled
shirt.
for the
He
monster.
hiding. What?
You were? Were you doing midget wrestling?
I mean, only in my pants. But no, I did the Monster Factory before it went back under Larry Sharp and before
I gotta
Larry
see this
Sharp
shit.
passed away. But I did do wrestling for 5 years at that
Monster
going to
Factory's
school
a
at the
good
Monster
place.
Factory, and then at that time it was OTW, Old Time Wrestling, run by Ed Atlas at the time, and so it was a lot of fun. I had a great time. I've gotten a lot of bruises from it. I got a broken collarbone from it, and messed up scars on my face. But it opened up a lot of doors to be able to do some fun stuff as well, like performing at the Gathering of the Juggalos, where Too Tough Tony, the champion of Juggalo Championship Wrestling, clobbered me over the head with a chair. And I still have the chair to this day because it was metal and it actually bent.
Is there video
over top
footage of
my
this?
Head.
Is there video?
There's no video footage. I do have pictures though. There's
Damn
a
it.
picture of the chair.
What was your
actually
wrestling
folding
character's name?
Over my head.
What
What's that?
was your character's name?
That's the funny thing. So they wouldn't. They wouldn't let me. No, they wouldn't let me have a character at the time. And I tried this, I tried that, and the promoter wouldn't let me. I got so pissed off, and I just started acting. My gimmick was that I heard voices and was, my whole gimmick was to, instead of being beat in the ring, the voices would tell me to leave the ring. Okay. But it was the demonic Mike Francolino. I hated it. But I used to wear a shirt that said murder on the front of it. And one of the craziest things that happened was I was wrestling one night, and I had a really good match. I had a lot of fun. And I wore a top hat and makeup, and it was crazy. And this little girl had gotten my top hat. She had to have been like 6 years old, 7 years old. She had gotten my top hat because she thought I was real cool. All the kids would always be scared of me at the ring, and they'd always run away, and I'd always go up to them and make faces.
She's in prison now.
But the girl got her mom in makeup to write murder on her cheek. So she came up to me after the match, and she goes, "I'm not afraid of you. I like you." And I'm like, "Oh wow, that's awesome and creepy." But no, it was a lot of fun. I had a blast doing it. I'm also in a music video doing it, so it's fun.
So, one last question for the CEO over here, as we'll call her. What is your most underrated WrestleMania match? That you feel doesn't, because you get the Hogan Giant, Macho Man Steamboat get a lot of play,
I think nowadays all the WrestleMania matches aren't like they used to be. Like
Sure.
WrestleMania used to be so much bigger than it was, and now it's like, all right, another pay-per-view, same as the rest. So
For me, one of the most underrated ones, it was the year Jericho and Shawn Michaels went at it.
yes,
That was, it wasn't a headlining match, but they stole the whole show that day.
yes.
I was watching, I was like, these guys, they just both legends going to war. I'm a big HBK fan. I love
My
good
sister was
sushi
a
movies.
huge HBA fan.
I think Shawn Michaels won. I'm not sure. I can't remember. That's the thing. It didn't even matter in that match.
Yeah, it was probably Shawn Michaels because Jericho never got nothing.
Worst botched WrestleMania move I've ever saw is when the Brock Lesnar tried to do the 450 star splash and hit his face on the ring.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, Brock Lesnar.
And I think that was against Angle.
And that match was like one disaster after another.
I know, and they're both better than that. So that you were surprised that happened. So, yeah, we're gonna jump into sports pretty soon because we do talk football. You guys are more than welcome to stick around. We got about 15 minutes or so of the show left. Oh, that's right. Hold on. Mush of the week. That's important. We forgot that. Mush of the week would be Antonio Brown. So anybody know who Antonio Brown is? The football player for the Buccaneers, was on the Steelers for a while.
Yeah, Steelers. That's the guy that went crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
From
apparently
Florida.
they signed him, yes, and they said if he's a good citizen, but apparently it's coming out they knew about it, but he destroyed a security camera in his luxury community, the cops say. Apparently he, is being a naughty boy. The superstar wide receiver who recently returned to the NFL after a slew of off-field troubles was accused last month of angrily destroying a surveillance camera at the gated community in Hollywood, where he lives, Hollywood, Florida, I believe, throwing his bicycle at the security guard shack. So he threw his bicycle at the shack. What is wrong with this guy? So to me, he's a mush because his career is going to be completely fucked once this comes. He's had chance after chance in the NFL. They try to act like they care, but they only care if you have enough talent, and they throw him back on the field. This guy's being enabled, and I hope he gets the help. But, to get that pissed, what happened where you had to throw your bicycle at the security shack?
Money.
Yeah, but this dude, he's got a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying.
You think he just thinks he could do whatever he wants?
Well, yeah, what people don't understand, sometimes then people think because they got money, they're unstoppable, they can do whatever they want. You understand?
Gotcha.
It's a thing where his mentality, remember when most of the football player and then players are people that was raised poor.
Well, they get their ass kissed when they're good athletes.
That's what I'm saying. But they were poor. So when you come and they tell you're worth 80 millions, meaning that you can have a Ferrari in your house. Your house is bigger than the whole community you live when you was little. They think they're untouchable.
Yeah, this guy is. He's got a short temper, man, and they need to have him get some help before something happens more serious outside of football. So he is our mush of the week. The cuck of the week was the scalpers sitting there online, jerking off, waiting for people to replenish inventory and then try to rape everybody for Xbox overpricing. Screw you guys. You're the cuck of the week. Personal. I didn't get mine today. I'm pissed. But whatever.
That's okay. We're going to pay extra for toilet paper, so...
Oh, yeah? Well, yeah, listen, we could. I mean, just stock
Hopefully
up
not.
now. Here's the thing about toilet paper. I have to say this. As a man, I'm good. Because I got to tell you, when I've had roommates or when I've had a girlfriend, and I'm like, man, I am running out of toilet paper real quick. You give me a big-ass bag of toilet paper, I'm good for a year and a half. When you have a girl live there, and I'm not saying you shouldn't, but the toilet paper is, gone. Especially, my one buddy has, 3 daughters. Dude, he's running out of toilet paper like crazy. He can't keep it in stock. I was like, you better start cutting down trees and... people are making a run on toilet paper, that's for sure. Yeah. But guess what? Did they really need that much toilet paper last time?
Why?
I guess they're afraid they're...
What
I'm still amazed that the first thing that people think about is, well, man, we're going to be locked down. I got to make sure I'm going to be able to wipe my hiney hole.
It's insane.
That's
It's insane.
I mean, that's the first thing that comes to mind. I mean, I know it's important, but listen, in all reality, if you ran out of toilet paper, you can get your big ass in the shower, fucking wash it the old-fashioned way.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you're locked in anyway.
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah.
Why water? Why people go so crazy over water?
You can get a bidet.
Or you can get one of them.
Well, they're afraid the water
filter.
gets cut off. You can get the filter too. You can actually if you have the right place, you can get a pump and dig it in a hole in the basement or something like that and get water out of the ground. I don't know how that's gonna taste, but if you're thirsty, beggars can't be choosers. So we are gonna jump in real soon, though. We'll get that audio up. Mush of the week, like I said, Antonio Brown. That guy is out of his mind. And then we're going to talk about the games coming up. The Eagles lost again, unfortunately.
Bombs.
I know
Still
they
in first place. So.
They are still in first
listen,
place. I guess you're an Eagles fan.
Yeah, I am
okay.
an Eagles fan too. But before we end, what was Carson Watts? That's why he should be Carson Watt.
Carson Watt.
Because he don't got an answer for anything. He's everything the opposite of Iverson. Like, this guy gets sacked every third play. He don't know how to throw the ball. Like, get rid of it. But she's an Eagles fan. She don't care.
We come from a Redskins
When lose
family.
or tie.
Oh, Jesus, man, that's
His father is
You-
a diehard.
Oh, excuse me. Not Redskins. Washington.
The Washington football team.
Yeah.
Listen.
You two got into it over the Eagles last night on Facebook.
Wait. Well, I mean, listen. Being a Washington football team or whatever fan is like, that's just like, that's almost like, oh, that's horrible.
Impossible to call
that team is just, he can't get away from its owner, and that until that owner's gone, man, I don't know if it gets better for him. It's just, I don't know what you do. And I know people that were Redskins fans that left because it's just been so bad for so long.
Oh, yeah. Even like, what was it, like 2-3 games ago? They decided to go for the 2 points instead of tying it up.
Well, that's Riverboat Ron, as he's known. And Riverboat Ron, I think, is an overrated coach, but that's just me. So, the Eagles, what do I think's wrong with them? I think Carson Wentz has definitely regressed. My take on the Eagles, and people might disagree with me on this. Some people don't, is I think the coach sucks, too. I think that he has to go.
Oh, they didn't say that when he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that was almost 4 years ago. Yeah. Like, you got to evolve in the NFL, and my thing is I don't think he's developing the young talent, or maybe they're not, coaches around him aren't developing young talent. But how can, you got bad signings by the general manager, long-term contracts for older players, and I just don't see it when I watch the game. Like, I'll give you an example. We'll get really geeky on football for a second, is, the Giants are near last in defending quarterbacks who roll out. Carson Wentz is good at that, but they didn't do it until halfway through the third quarter. Why is that? Because his game planning is not up to par. I don't know if it's because of COVID, but other teams seem to be thriving under it. I'm an Eagles fan. I want them to do well, but I don't know.
You saw there's a couple of Eagles players with the COVID?
Yeah, that might be addition by subtraction. So, I mean, hopefully it's nobody else, but the Eagles are looking like they might not win another game again. I mean, I don't think that will happen, but I mean, wow, it's looking pretty bad. So
I'll still root for them.
Yeah.
You still root for them?
Yeah, I'll still root for them too. Don't get me wrong. I still will root for them too. But at the end of the day, I don't know what you can or can't do, right? So we'll jump into it. Let's go live on the music. Maestro, can you cue up the music so we can give our weekly picks? We hit on the key games here. Thanks for coming in, guys. You can stick around.
Thank you so
much. You can throw your opinion on the picks if you want to. We got about 10 minutes left of the show, and you can let me know. But Foles. Well, Pedro says Foles, but I don't know if he's seen Foles or not because he's neither dirty nor smooth, my friend, if you know what I mean. He's getting his ass kicked. They have a good offensive line in Chicago, but it's like watching Midwest Eagles because Foles hasn't been looking good either. But, hey, I can understand why people will say that, but I feel as Philly fans and Eagles fans, they're holding on to that 2017 and thinking it could be recreated, and they're just 1 or 2 moves away from doing that, and they're not. They're 100 moves away from getting back to the Super Bowl. Several, unfortunately. But that's the reality of the situation. So we got our key games coming up. Tonight we got a good one. Russell Wilson versus Kyler Murray. Arizona Cardinals. Favored by -3. The Cardinals are in Seattle. 3 points they're favored by. Who are you taking, Hazel? Are you taking Seattle or are you taking Arizona?
Oh, Seattle all day.
Seattle? Okay, yeah. Seattle. I'm going to go Seattle. Just give them the slantage because of home. The Cardinals are playing hot, 6-3. This game's for first place. It is on tonight at 8:20.
Oh, tonight. Ooh.
If you want to bet it,
Usually I go to Telegram to it.
They scored a lot of points.
How many points? What's the
under over?
Yeah.
56.5.
Under?
Yeah. Is it under? I would go over. I'm okay with going over on this. It's a lot of points, but they went over that last time.
But this is gonna be a difference. It's a division game, so when it's a division, it's not I think it's gonna be under. I guarantee you, it's gonna be under.
How about the Browns?
I guess who?
The Eagles.
Oh, is that a football game?
Well, the Browns are 6-3. They're fighting for life. Eagles are 3-5-1. Can the Eagles beat them? Sure. Will they? I don't think so. I've been more on the optimistic side, but I mean they're just not showing anything. They don't look prepared. For them last week they looked so unprepared after being on a bye week. I mean, how does that even happen? Right? So, with that being said, if I'm gonna have to say, the Eagles are on the road, I'm gonna go with the Browns. -3. I'm going with the Browns.
-3? So the Eagles are favored by 3?
No, they're underdogs by 3 on the road, which they should be. So basically, when you get 3 points as a home team, that's a standard, right?
Yeah.
Usually they give you a 3-point spread. So they're basically saying it's about even, but the Browns, I think, win by 3 points, in my opinion. Next key game of the week, because we got some good ones coming up, Titans-Ravens.
Ravens.
You like the Ravens?
Oh,
-5? I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to take the Ravens. I'm going to take the -5 here because I think the Ravens are coming off of a loss where they got upset by the Patriots, and I think that they will beat the Titans at home and they rebound here. So it's a key game. That's going to be a good game. Playoff rematch from last year when the Titans shocked the Ravens at home as their number 1 seed. The Titans came in as a wild card. So next up, Green Bay Packers, Indianapolis Colts.
Packers.
You like the Packers,
I mean,
huh?
that didn't even.
Well, they're underdogs by 2.5 points.
Oh.
Well, they're in Indianapolis.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
How are you going to have an Aaron Rodgers under, though? I mean,
They got a really good defense in Indianapolis, and I'm going to have to disagree with you, and I'm going to go with the Colts to win this one and cover the spread at -2.5.
Sunday.
Yep.
I'll give you a call Sunday.
Let me know. You got the number. You got the number. Next one up is the Chiefs-Raiders. Now, the Raiders beat the Chiefs last time in Kansas City. However, pretty much the whole defense is on the COVID list for Oakland. Or in Oakland. Oh, look at me. Las Vegas. Yeah, they're all on the COVID list. Their whole defense. So, I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. They're favored by 8. I think that's a gift. I think the Chiefs, it's a revenge game. It's a division game. They're going to roll them and cover the spread.
I agree with you. Chiefs.
Next one is a big one. Rams-Buccaneers. Buccaneers coming off a win. Rams coming off a decisive win against the Seahawks.
Just because Tom Brady is in the Buccaneers, I like the Rams.
Okay, so anti-Tom Brady stands. This is my upset pick of the week could be this because the Rams are underdogs by 4 points and the money line's +172. So if you want to bet on that, I would go with the Rams side of the ball. The weakness that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have, or I shouldn't say that, the weakness that Tom Brady has always, no matter how old or young he's been, early in his career, late in his career, is when you get pressure up the middle, you can disturb what he did, and that's what the Saints did to him when they blew him out that week. And you know what? I think the Rams could do that because their defense is playing well. I think they could bring pressure up the middle, and they could take Brady off of his mark. I would be okay saying they could upset him. Here's a potential upset that's crazy, and they look like crap. I think the Cowboys might have a chance of beating the Vikings this year.
No.
I'm just saying it. They're underdogs by 7 points, which they should be, +271 money line. But if they can somehow slow Dalvin Cook a little bit, they get Andy Dalton back. He's not a great quarterback, but he's good enough to take advantage of the talent on the team. And they got their 5th string cornerback in there for the Vikings. I mean, let it play out, see how it happens. Also, pay attention to who gets put on the COVID list because that's been happening a lot lately in the NFL. Because the way they do it is if you get COVID, you're going to be on the list. If you're around someone that had COVID, you have to be on the list until you test negative. So that's, if that player does test negative and he's been away from the team, sometimes the preparation isn't there because you're away from the facilities. So something to pay attention to. But what I would say is that is our picks of the week. Do you have any? Are you rooting for anybody? You're an Eagles fan too?
Yeah,
right?
I'm an Eagles fan, just like her.
Okay.
But I'm a real guy. You know what I mean? I cannot come over here and brag saying, Eagles. I'm not gonna make no excuse when we playing like.
Oh, Eagles aren't anything to brag about right now.
A lot of people be like, "No, you're not a real fan." I am a real fan, but the words say real.
Realistic. Yeah.
So you gotta be realistic.
Okay.
If we doing bad, we doing bad.
Oh, they're doing bad.
Bad to worse.
Yeah, they're sucking ass. I mean, all the way around. So listen, I think, but I'm still gonna watch. So Washington, though, they're favored by 1.5 points against the Bengals. So the CEO might be, you guys might get a win. But
actually, the CEO husband telling me that they're gonna win.
They're gonna win.
CJ, the Redskins.
I guess they're smelling blood because you see the Bengals. However,
do you think the Bengals gonna beat the Redskins? I mean, what's the line? What's the line?
The football team is favored by -1.5.
Who?
The Washington football team.
They -1, so they favorite.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Bengals pull the upset off in Washington.
I don't think it's an upset.
Sorry, Redskins fan.
Doing good. Sorry, Redskins fan.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, listen, that has been a long trial for Redskins fans. I feel bad for them at this point because, man, it's like when you have an owner like that, it's like, when is this guy going to go away? Daniel Snyder, not good. Probably one of the worst owners in the league. In sports, I think. And I thought that before this year. But, him Jerry Jones, he gets.
Yeah, the Cowboys is on the same horse.
They are, but they lost their starting QB. You know what I mean? But their owner too is bad. He just can't stop meddling. That's why he can't get a good coach in there. Ron Rivera is a decent coach, but Riverboat Ron does puzzling things like go for 2 instead of winning. You know, but they might be tanking. Maybe they want to get Trevor Wallace in there.
So do you think the Eagles going to win the division?
I mean, the NFC least, as they call it, it's possible, but I wouldn't. At this point, who's surprised if they don't? I mean, they should. I mean, you could win that division with 6 wins almost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's horrible. One of the worst divisions historically in football ever. Do I think they win the division? Man. Maybe. I mean, the team, if I look through the division, it's anybody's division really in that division. They're all bad. They should win it, but I mean, should and could and are two different things.
Pat say the Giants going to win the division.
They could.
Pat, no.
They could. Pat does think that, and they could, but they're not.
How? When they can't even barely beat
their quarterback turns the ball over more than Carson Wentz. So I mean, I don't know how, but they played a little bit better the last couple weeks. Maybe the Redskins, maybe the Cowboys. And Andy Dalton's a serviceable quarterback.
Now I got a question for you before this is over. Mm-hmm. Do you think or believe that the Steelers are going to take it all this year?
No. Sorry, Steelers fans. You're undefeated. You have played a lot of crappy teams. You can't help who you play. You have beaten some good teams, but I don't think they'll beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Who do you like this year?
To win it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's a tough one because this year is really weird. But if you had me to pick someone, I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs. And it's really easy to say that because they're a Super Bowl winner.
I can stand that.
Yeah, but Patrick Mahomes is the best player in the league.
You think?
I think so, yeah. I mean, you know, Ben Roethlisberger doesn't play good on the road. He plays a little bit down to the competition on the road. You know, Mike Tomlin's a great coach. They have a great organization. They're always very competitive. His arm strength is waning, I should say. He's older. You know, a lot of checkdowns, a lot of shallow throws. They got a really good defense. I just think that I think the Colts are actually better than the Steelers.
You think so?
Yeah. It's close. They got a lot of talent on the Steelers, but I just think I think the Steelers are they're not gonna make the Super Bowl. No. Okay. Nope. Don't see it. It's anybody's ball game in an NFC because one week the team looks like the best and then the other team doesn't. I think that the Steelers and the Bills do play later this year, and I'll say this now: the Bills will beat the Steelers. They beat them last year with a lesser of a team.
Yeah, but it was a lot of.
Well, they had their backup quarterback,
yeah.
But I still think they could beat the Steelers. I think the Bills can beat them. Fish likes to hear that because he's a Bills Mafia member. But I think that they're gonna come through a couple rough patches. You know, they're not going 16-0. It's definitely not happening.
You don't think so?
No.
No, they've been playing good, man. You gotta give them credit.
They have.
16-0
though? I don't see it.
But you.
I think the Ravens will beat them next time they play them.
You said that right now everything is shady. We don't even know what could happen in the NFL.
We don't.
Why can't they go?
Oh, it's possible, but I just don't see it because of how their schedule is going to play out. They got a tough schedule remaining. They had a lot of cream puff teams. I think they're going to lose a couple games.
I don't know. I hope they win because they tied up right now with the England Patriots with the more championships.
Oh, okay, yes.
So I want the Steelers to win it. I mean, I'm from PA. At the end of the day, I'm from PA. When I get out of PA, everybody talk crap. So I got something to back up. Who got the more Super Bowl?
So the Steelers got to play the Ravens. They got to play the Bills. You got the Colts. They got 3 tough games left, and there's other games that they have too. That the Cowboys gave them all they can handle, and they stink. They beat the Bengals pretty badly. I think they'll have a really good record. They'll probably go like 14-2, 13-3. They'll be a number 1 or 2 seed.
Oh, to the playoff.
To the playoffs, yep.
Home field.
But there's only a number 1 seed where you get the home field now. That changed this year. So if you're not the number 1 seed, you don't get the bye. You only get the bye if you're the number 1 seed. You get home field if you're a 2nd seed. But
so if the Eagles win.
Oh, they're gonna have a home playoff game, but that's about it. If they win, that's a big if. Who knows? They're so inconsistent. I'm a huge Eagles fan. They're so inconsistent, though.
I'm high in faith.
Yeah, but listen, we're gonna wrap things up, guys. Thanks for coming in, Hazel.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming in.
Matt. Thank you, Mark.
The beautiful Wal Marie.
Thank you. Thank you.
CCW. Why CC? I'm sorry. SWF.
SWF.
all the acronyms for wrestling just confuse me. Outside of WWE, it's like, what? Yeah, there's a whole lot of letters. Thank you for coming in, talking about what you got going on.
Thank you for
and
having me.
that's it. And this is the Godfrey. I'm not saying goodbye, just saying take it deep.